Broadcasts of HIKI No are made possible by the support of viewers like you. Mahalo. And by Bank of Hawaii Foundation, investing in Hawaii's future by promoting collaboration, critical thinking, and other 21st century skills through HIKI No.
Next on HIKI No, stories from across our island chain.
You gotta cut their ears, their teeth, give them their injections, kind of like raising a child itself.
A young pig farmer takes the family business to heart.
A local track star works through the pain of running and learns to love the race.
A teacher connects to her culture by painting words that express its core values.
A French horn player finds much more than music in her band class. She finds herself.
A wheelchair-bound school counselor sees challenges not as obstacles, but as a way to grow.
Young Thai immigrants learn the value of hard work in Hawaii's fast food industry.
Plus, a primer on the ancient martial art of Kendo.
Stay tuned for these stories and learn about the spirited urban legends attributed to the schools in the show.
All on this episode of HIKI No.
Can do.
We are here on the campus of Waianae High School in West Oahu, where there are reported sightings on this school's farm. This place may be seen flourishing with life. However, there has been some unusual activity. In this very shack, many students and staff have reported hearing noises such as footsteps and door creaks within the building. In fact, the agricultural teacher has stated that after knowingly leaving the doors and oven shut, he came back to them wide open. The tales from within these walls have become well known around this campus. The following story from students at Waianae High School is about a high schooler who has his priorities set on helping his family grow their business.
Feeding the pigs, cleaning for customers when they come purchase. You gotta cut their ears, their teeth, give them their injections, kind of like raising your child itself. Our pig is known as Reyes Hog Farm, and it's located on Waīakea Road. We have 2 lots there, and we raise a lot of pigs there.
Matthew Reyes leaves for work to Maile Waianae with his family every day.
Pigs are just like humans, they gotta eat and drink every day. The pigs, they can't feed themselves, they're locked up in a cage. I didn't really have time to do much in my life, but all that I can remember is work, work and get up and work, go to school, work. They give me a lot of chances to go out, and stuff, but it's one reason why I kind of not wanted to go out, because I know my parents would need help too. It's an never endless job, but it is what it is, gotta do it.
Despite the endless hours put in, during the end of 2016, the farm faced heavy competition.
After a while, business got slow, and we lost a lot of our customers because the demand wasn't as large as it was before.
According to the 2014 data collected from the State of Hawaii Department of Agriculture, Reyes Hog Farm competes with 70 other pig farms on Oahu, a fraction of the 200 found statewide.
A lot of people is getting involved, and new farms are coming up, so it's easier to get pigs anywhere now. It took a toll because it jeopardized our properties, we could have lost everything because we didn't have income coming in, so we had to find ways, to hustle.
For these hard times, Matthew and his family tried their best to regain people's interest.
How we gained a lot of customers was we dropped our prices on the pigs, so like a lot of customers would come because we're a little cheaper than the other farms. So it was better that we lost a little money than lose everything, We had to take money out of our savings accounts and kind of put my head together and I had to grow up really fast. I had to stand like a father figure to my siblings. Go down that side, help mom. Go stand on this side.
As a role model, Matthew plans on furthering his education to pave the way for the future of the farm.
I am planning on going to college, maybe just for a few years, get maybe a business degree. I just want to go a little bit deeper into business for my better understanding, and also I want to take over the business because we had it for a long time. So I want to keep it in the family and continue it. It's not I have to do this. I really want to do this because this is my life, my livelihood, and it wouldn't make sense if I do anything else because I already know almost everything about pig farming. I'm just going to keep myself motivated and positive, you know, even when times get hard, I'm just going to keep pushing myself to be successful.
This is Elizabeth Ufi from Waianae High School for HIKI No.
Aloha. We are here on the campus of Waīakea High School, located on the east side of Hawaii Island. Children laughing, running footsteps, and dirt handprints on walkway ceilings. These are commonly found at any school, but are totally out of place on an empty campus at night. Teachers and staff who find themselves on our campus after dark have reported that they have witnessed these occurrences. Local historians say that there is a trail that leads right through our campus. This trail was used by warriors to get to and from their training grounds. Certain areas on our campus have more activities, such as H Building, R Building, and the back access roads. The trail gives off a lingering energy that causes weird activities till this day. Our broadcast media classmates produced the following story on their teammate, who wasn't always in love with running.
So before I start my race, as I'm lining up on the starting line, my emotions are out of control. I'm nervous, I'm anxious. I can't help whenever the nerves set in. My hands start to shake and I get really nervous and ready to run.
If you hear Waīakea High School graduate Saya Yabe talk about running, you'd wonder why she does it at all.
When I first started, I really had confidence struggles in myself, being that I didn't believe in myself during races and stuff. I'd always break down, cry. It was horrible and I hated it.
But for Saya, it's about
getting past the first mile. What I think about during that is times. Hit your splits, hit every minute, hit every second. I have coaches that will write out times for me to help me hit state times, to help me hit PRs and stuff like that.
Some people think running is a simple sport. Just put one foot in front of the other as fast as you can. But sometimes your feet can be your toughest opponent.
With running, obviously comes injuries and pains, and I struggled with that a lot. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, I had injuries throughout the entire season. But it's injuries like this that you have to overcome to become a good runner. Your body can do anything that you tell it to. It's your mind that you have to convince. My breakthrough moment was really when I hit high school and I joined high school cross country, high school track. I had great coaches who supported me. I had a team and I started to believe in myself more. It's the team, it's the people. During my senior year, I was actually one of the top cross country runners, and what kept me going throughout that is it's not a competition between people and athletes, it's a competition between yourself. And it's bettering yourself and trying to make yourself be the best athlete that you can be. So my favorite event in track is the 3000, and that is an event which is 7.5 laps around the track. It's very long, but I love it. The last 100 meters obviously is the hardest part of the race. It's the most exciting. The audience can see you give it your all, kick it out to the end, and I think that's the part for me that I struggle the most with. I met people that I love, my teammates, my coaches. They're the ones that push me to become the best runner that I can be, and I really just fell in love with the sport. I love it, it's a great sport, and I think everybody should try it.
Saya Yabe is currently attending Dixie State University in Utah. She is running cross country and track, and received an athletic merit scholarship to run for them. She has made the travel team, and her 3-mile time is now a minute faster than her best high school time. This is Makana Esser from Waīakea High School for HIKI No.
The following story from students at Kalama Intermediate School on Maui features a Hawaiian immersion teacher who connects to her culture by painting its core values.
This is the dining room table where all of my signs are made, and where all the magic happens.
On the slopes of Haleakala on Maui, Hawaiian language immersion teacher Kiani Yasik makes signs as a way to share Hawaiian culture and values with other people.
Started the business as just, a hobby because I like to do arts and crafts. It was never about making the money. It was always about, doing something that I enjoy.
What started as a passion and hobby ended up becoming a business.
My purpose of my business is to promote Olelo Hawaii and the culture and the values. I feel really connected to my Hawaiian culture and language. I am a Hawaiian immersion graduate here on Maui and thought that, it was my kuleana or my responsibility to give back to my community and the immersion program that I grew up in.
She customizes the signs for any occasion, and you will often find the word aloha along with other Hawaiian words.
And the sign that I'm doing right now is one of my popular prints. This is the E Komo Mai pineapple. Pineapple being very inviting and tropical with that local lifestyle kind of feel to it. It's also, the values that we learn and the Hawaiian perspective through the language that I feel really connected to and care about. Through these values that we learn and foster in our program and live outside of school in our families, that sense of place and belonging and purpose that I learned and lived growing up gave me that sense of responsibility and kuleana. Something that you can't really explain, you just have to know. And I feel that it's really important for me to know that, and I feel fortunate that I had that opportunity so I can share that experience with my students, being an immersion teacher today. I want my students to know that it's also their kuleana and it's something important to us, and that it's okay if you don't know how to explain it, because it's actually who we are, and in order to really understand that and know that, you just kind of have to be in it, you have to live it. You can teach it and you can learn how to be Hawaiian and these values, but until you're actually living it and through the olelo and the perspective, does it really make that connection.
So for Kumu Keani, her love for Hawaiian language permeates her signs and her commitment to teaching and passing the language to the next generation of Hawaiian language speakers. This is Tiare Lucas from Kalama Intermediate for HIKI No.
Stay tuned after the show to find out what students who created this story learned from their experience.
Welcome to Ilima Intermediate School, located in Ewa Beach on the island of Oahu. Over the summer, our new band director, Mr. Kawasaki, experienced a supernatural phenomenon while cleaning up one of the practice rooms. He noticed that some weird things started to happen. As he left the band room, the third practice room door creaked open and the light suddenly turned on. Later that day, he noticed that the lights had turned off again and the door was shut. The previous band teacher, Mr. Longamon, had also experienced these supernatural events. They both believed that it could be a Hawaiian spirit connected to some of the traditional musical artifacts. A priest was brought in last year to bless the room in hopes of warding off the spirit, but it is believed that the ghost still haunts the third practice room. With this information, we must ask, do you believe in ghosts? The following video, produced by Ilima Media students, tells how band made a huge difference in one girl's middle school experience.
I joined band because my mom and sister did it, and they made it seem really fun, really like it wasn't a waste of your time.
Band changed Nsita Salz's life. She first picked up an instrument almost 2 years ago as an incoming 7th grader at Ilima Intermediate School.
I wanted that connection with the people. I wanted to be like them, to experience this whole new world of music that I didn't even know existed. I play the French horn. It's actually a funny story on why, because I originally wanted to be percussion, and I ended up having this dream that I was playing the French horn, and I told Mr. Longman. So when I wanted to do percussion, he was like, no, you're doing French horn, and he gave me the French horn, and I tried it out, and I fell in love with it.
Mr. Longamon helped make Nsita into the person that she is today.
We don't just teach music, we teach them how to work as a team, collaboration, creativity, and discipline. That's the biggest thing I teach in my band class.
It's helped me be more confident in myself, to show myself in different ways that people thought never existed. It's helped me be the person that I am today, to express myself, to calm me in several ways. I would be stressed out, and then I would just come into the band room, pick up my instrument, and play whatever music I have in front of me, and it would just calm me down, and I can go on with my day.
Wow. She's going to be a ball of energy, and she is. She's one of the hardest workers and most dedicated band members.
Not only did Nasita gain the knowledge of music, she gained a family comprised of fellow musicians at Ilima.
I would have probably left band if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for the feeling that I get, because it's just, we're not actually friends, we're a family. We love each other to death and back. We wouldn't trade each other for the world because we're a group, we're a band, we're a family.
This is Faith Lehua Alejandro from Ilima Intermediate School for HIKI No.
Aloha, my name is Amaya Genovia and I'm on the Kamehameha School's Maui campus outside of the Nahi Ena building, where security guard Brian had a frightening experience.
Yeah, so that one time at Nahi Ena at the elementary school campus, as I was using the restroom, I heard a lot of kids walking past the restroom, and there was only me on campus at the time, and it happened twice, and that was pretty scary.
The next story is from Kamehameha School's Maui Middle School, where students tell about a school counselor who continues to help others despite his challenges.
Okay, what do we experience in life that makes us stronger?
My passion in life is working with students, being able to find ways that I can still help the community, because when I first got injured, the community really helped me.
Michael Tom is a local boy who had everything going for him until that one fateful day back in 1990.
I had my accident when I was 21 years old. It happened when I was surfing at Baldwin Beach Park. I went up on a wave and I came down head first, and the power of the wave pushed me down. I broke cervical vertebrae in my neck at the C5 level, and I was instantly paralyzed.
After many years of recovering from his accident, Mr. Tom has found his calling in life by becoming a school counselor and supporting students. But Mr. Tom still does experience some challenges.
Challenges I usually face involve accessibility, being able to get in and out of doors. If there's bumps or curbs, being able to get past those or find ways to get around. As time went on, I guess, I started to realize that this was a little more permanent than I realized. And I think the turning point came when I was really able to question God and to kind of be angry with God. And I realized that no matter what I did or said, that God would still be with me.
Despite these setbacks, Mr. Tom finds a way to overcome his challenges.
I overcame my challenges mainly by making conscious decisions to either give up on what I wanted to do, or to be able to use those challenges as springboards for learning new things, improving who I was as a person, and going forward from there. And I think that mending that relationship with God really gave me the strength and the optimism that I needed in order to move forward with my life, to be able to look at things differently. And then,
through all of his experiences, Mr. Tom has some advice for the youth of today.
I think it's difficult for students nowadays because things come really quickly, instantly. It's hard to look long term, to be able to work towards your goals and continue with that. I would say to never give up and to be able to endure and overcome your challenges, to look at challenges as a way to grow rather than as roadblocks.
People may look at individuals in wheelchairs as being disabled, but Mr. Tom sees things from a different angle as he rolls on through life. This is Amai Genovia from Kamehameha Schools Maui for HIKI No.
We are on the campus of the 103-year-old Kauai High School. Our school was the first high school to open on the island and supposedly was built upon a Hawaiian temple or sacred site otherwise known as a heiau. Throughout the years, there have been unconfirmed sightings of supernatural beings on campus, people who have sensed ghostly presences, and others who reportedly have heard things such as drum beatings, piano playing, and a baby crying. This next story by students from Kauai High School is about a unique program being implemented at all 4 McDonald's locations on Kauai.
3 and 12. They have a lot of jobs in America, and I choose the McDonald's because I love to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, my J1 students are pretty much international. Currently, we have the Thailand students with us.
The reason that we hire the students from other countries is because we have such a low unemployment rate that it's very difficult to maintain the level of employees we need to take care of our customers. So this program allows us to bring students in during our peak times of the year. What we're looking for is somebody that is customer-oriented, that's got a good smile, looks happy, and many of them do.
Hi.
They're great ambassadors for us. They're all college students. They want to learn the English. They want to learn about our culture. So it's a great program for them.
For students in the J1 Work Visa Program, the experience to potentially help them round out their interpersonal and communication skills is what drives them to come to work in America.
What flavor do you want? Of the iced coffee? In Thailand, you pay a lot of money and your English skill is not better. And that's why I come here. I came here because when I work, I speak English with the customer, with the everyone. I want to get better my English skill.
It's very important for them when they go home that they have a letter showing that not only experience, but experience in the U.S. Because the employers know if they worked here and they have a letter of reference that they're probably going to make a good employee when they graduate.
I would like to be a person who work in the airplane. This job is like I have to serve people and have to take care of the customer. If I work here, I should smile to them and be nice to them, right?
When we don't have the customer, we will clean the counter, clean the tray, and like that.
But for GEMS, it's more than learning the basic skills of the workforce. It's learning about life.
Okay, I come here for learn about the real life. For working in Thailand, I have the car, but I never take a bus. I never have a schedule. I never do that before. And it's a real life. It's a real work.
100 hours around your trip.
Thank you.
So let's do that.
This is Brooke Kana from Kauai High School for HIKI No.
We're here in the new classroom building of Pacific Buddhist Academy, a small high school located on the slopes of Punchbowl, near the intersection of the Pali Highway and the H1.
Hello, my name is Daniel Cohn from PBA, Pacific Buddhist Academy, and we're about to investigate this building. I heard it has ghosts in there.
Our classroom building is so new, we only finished construction at the start of September.
Okay, we're on the second floor right now. Our boy Tadashi is looking for some paranormal activity.
So, there are as yet no reported instances of paranormal activity that we are aware of. Student safety is key, however, and for that reason, we sent a team of student ghost hunters to investigate the interior of the facility, seeking evidence of spectral disturbance.
Looks like an all clear. Should be safe for the student body.
The following story from students at Pacific Buddhist Academy is about the Ancient Art of Kendo, which is a class taken by all 9th graders at our school.
Kendo, which translates as the way of the sword,
Kendo stems from the creation of the sword in the Heian era of the late 700s. Ancient samurai warriors used moves from Kendo to help with self-defense in close combat. A person that practices Kendo is known as a kenshi. The purpose of someone practicing Kendo is to mold the mind and body, to cultivate a vigorous spirit, to associate with others with sincerity, and to promote peace and prosperity among all. Kendo requires mental stability and physical stamina. It is great for someone who wants to add exercise to their daily life. Practice starts with seiza, which means quiet sitting. Seiza enables a Kendo student to meditate and become centered within themselves. There are 3 basic areas on the body that the person can practice striking. Men, which means head, is a clean shot to the top of the skull. Kote, which means wrist, is a clean hit to the opponent's wrist. The last area you can hit is do, which means stomach. Now that you know the basics of Kendo, continue to practice, have fun, and train your spirit to be compassionate to others who are weaker than yourself. This is Ashley Galicina Ripley from Pacific Buddhist Academy for HIKI No.
Well, we've come to the end of this episode of HIKI No. Remember, all these stories were written, shot, and edited by students like us.
We hope you've enjoyed watching them as much as we've enjoyed sharing them with you.
Stay tuned after the show to find out what some students learned working on this show.
More proof that Hawaii students HIKI No
Can do.
Stick around after the credits to find out what students from Kalama Intermediate School on Maui learned from their HIKI No experience.
On the story of Signs of Aloha, I was the editor. At first, I was the only one doing the project. Then another 2 students got involved with it and really helped me a lot. For example, Tiara Lucas helped me trying to make the story flow better because I'm not good at English.
Angel is a really good editor and I'm really good at the voiceover, and I'm not as good at the editing as she is, so that part worked out well.
An editor needs to connect with the audience.
It was really cool to experience someone being so skilled at that, and you can learn from them if that's not your talent.
Media gives me a lot of freedom to learn things by myself and work with others. It helps me connect with other people too.
Broadcasts of HIKI No are made possible by the support of viewers like you. Mahalo. And by Bank of Hawaii Foundation, investing in Hawaii's future by promoting collaboration, critical thinking, and other 21st century skills through HIKI No.